Will Donald Trump's tariffs crush BRICS cryptos? Some we'll talk about today, as well as you have 1 day left. Okay, just 1 day left. We'll get into it, guys, as always. But first, cue my guy Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black, you invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black, you invested. Best believe I was black, you invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black, you invested.
What is up, crypto warriors? What is up, Black Real Crew? Coming to you on a Saturday. I hope everyone is doing well. Will Trump's tariffs crush BRICS cryptos? Very important thing to think of. Very important thing to consider, right? We're in a lot of different cryptos, or we talked about different cryptos that are BRICS cryptos, and we should definitely explore that. As well as you have 1 day left. Just 1 day left. Let's see who's in the chat here. What's up, Les Square? What's up, Marie Villas? Appreciate y'all. Lucky and happy that you guys are in the house. Let's go over it. Let's get to it here. So directly, we know that Tim Draper here, we know the Draper Dragons in reference to Swift, right? That Draper and his Draper Dragon team is invested in Swift. And this is like Draper's like BRICS arm of his investment portfolio, right? Of his investment team. He has many different investment limited partnership teams. Draper Dragon is just one of them. And hey, they're over there in BRICS. But one thing is important to note, which we're going to look at right now, is technically Swift blockchain is an American crypto. Okay. So even though we know it's kind of based in China, its actual headquarters is in San Mateo, California. So in actuality, it is a BRICS crypto, or it is an American crypto. Okay. Even though it's probably going to do most of its work in BRICS, right? It is actually located here in San Mateo, California. Okay. So very, very interesting there, even though it's going to do most of its work there. I don't think Swift will be affected by the tariffs because technically it's an American crypto. Okay. Next thing to note about this ruling is that, or this ruling hasn't been signed into law yet, by the way. Next thing to note is, and this is shout out to Red Pill Professional. He does really great videos. Definitely check out his YouTube channel and check out his Twitter. One of the things he noted was that Hong Kong here removes all taxes on crypto to become the ultimate offshore financial hub in Asia. So as far as BRICS cryptos go, it's going to be very advantageous for Hong Kong, Chinese, anyone kind of that's doing business in that area to invest in BRICS cryptos, because there is going to be a tax break on it. They're going to remove all taxes from them. So any cryptos that are based in that area, like a Filecoin or a Tron, for instance, or Binance, all taxes are going to be removed on them. So it's only going to benefit any professionals in that area to invest. You can see Kenny Wen here, who seems like, he may be Asian himself as well, right? He is mentioning this. So I don't think, I think actually this news boosts the fact that BRICS cryptos are probably going to be invested in by Chinese professionals and professionals of that ilk who have the ability and advantage to invest in Hong Kong, because there will be no taxes on those cryptos. So again, I think we have no effect there. And there's also the fact to look at here is that Tim Draper and others, if we look here, Tim Draper donated to both campaigns, right? So we're not going to follow this, but he said basically he met and donated to both presidential candidates, both Trump and Kamala Harris. So you would think that Trump would not want to piss off one of his donors, one of his donors being Tim Draper, and the things he has going on in China, right? Because we posted an episode where Tim Draper himself said one of his best moves was to invest in China. So I don't think that the tariffs is going to, at the very most, we know it's not going to hurt SWIFT because it's considered American crypto. I don't think it's going to hurt any of the cryptos that Draper is invested in. He donated to Trump. One crypto we mentioned here, though, is Tron. And we know here with Tron, let me find the reference here. We know that Justin Sun actually became an advisor to Donald Trump's World Liberty Token. So Justin Sun, could that be Justin Sun saying, hey, I don't know what you're doing with these tariffs, buddy. I don't know what you're doing with all of this stuff, but Tron, we're cool with you, bro. We're down for the cause. This is speculation on my part, but here this is November 26, 2024. Crypto billionaire Justin Sun, who founded the Tron blockchain, has become an advisor to Donald Trump's crypto project, World Liberty Financial. The Tuesday announcement comes a day after Sun bought $30 million worth of World Liberty tokens. Sales of the World Liberty have been sluggish before Sun's purchase. Okay, so maybe at least Justin Sun, and we've talked about Tron and how Tron is saying that the yuan is like better than the dollar, and how Tron's kind of backing, has Tether with them to back maybe a digital yuan. So Tron has a backing for digital yuan through Tether, okay, and I think another company, but at least in this instance, I think the Tron BRICS crypto will be fine. So in this instance, again, I think we see that crypto will be okay. Okay, another thing that we want to consider here is I don't think, again, so I don't think Trump wants to piss off his constituents, his buddies, his people that have investments in China. Another guy is Elon Musk here. We know Elon's going to be tapped to work on the Department of Government Efficiency, right? But one other thing to note is Elon just built a Tesla battery factory in Shanghai. This is from May 24th. Okay, 24th. Cool. So May 24th, 2024. You see here, so Elon definitely has he has interests in China, and like I've told you guys before, Tim Draper and Elon, there's some surprising connections because Draper was an initial investor in Tesla, SpaceX, and also Twitter. So whenever the heck Elon bought Twitter, he bought it from Draper too. So there's always seems to be some dealings with Draper and Elon, and surprisingly enough, right? How Draper says he earned a lot of his money from China. Maybe he greased the wheels for Elon to get into China. Who knows? But if Trump does, this is speculation now on my part. If Trump does huge tariffs in China, one would think that would make business harder for Elon and others. And I don't think he's trying to make business hard for his competitors. this is or for his constituents, for his his buddies. So this is kind of just another reason why I think if there are tariffs, it won't hurt some of the things that some of these guys like a Elon, like a Draper, like a Justin Sun have going on as far as their BRICS cryptos and cryptos related to that. I don't think it will hurt these because they seem to have relations with Trump already. So there's that as well. Now, something I kind of want to show you guys is that there already kind of have been benefits to China for these tariffs. Like what? The scare of tariffs has benefited China. I know in my day job, suppliers have come to us and said, hey, do you want to buy some goods before these tariffs happen? And I was very shocked and surprised to see that there are actually articles that say China has benefited from these tariffs, right? Let me see if I can find the article here. I was like, wow, okay, so they're kind of telling some truths here. Oh, and watch me not be able to find the article. So China has actually experienced some they're actually experiencing some growth of exports because of this proposed tariff. Okay, and see, now I'm not going to be able to find the article. Okay, let me see if I can search it up again here. I must have closed it by mistake here. Yeah, I think I must have closed it. Okay, let me pull it back up, guys. So I was really shocked to see that. Like that. I was really shocked to see that China is actually experiencing getting more money from the proposed tariffs. I had an article pulled up for it, but apparently it's okay. I'll have to see if I can find that article here. Maybe with the history here. Okay, I think this will lead us to it. My apologies, guys. I must have closed it by mistake. Okay, there it is. Okay, China's exports soar past forecasts as factories front run Trump's tariff threat, and I've experienced that personally with my day job. Okay, you know what I mean. So, I've experienced this personally. China's exports grew at the fastest pace in over 2 years in October as factories rushed inventory to major markets in anticipation of further tariffs from U.S. and the European Union as a threat of a two-front trade war loomed large. Okay, so with Donald Trump's victory, we already know he's saying that he's trying to impose tariffs, and people are using this to sell more goods. Outbound shipments of the world's second biggest economy grew 12 points year to year last month. Customs data showed on Thursday, blowing past a forecast of 5.2 increase in Reuters poll of economists and a 2.4% rise in September. So they're exporting more goods as a result of this. China's exports to U.S. increased an annual 8.1% last month, while outbound shipments to Europe jumped over 12.7% in the same period. So these tariffs the threat of tariffs so far has actually benefited China, right? So as far as BRICS cryptos, that doesn't mean anything, but I just thought that was something that you guys should kind of note. Because on the surface things seem one way, and then when you really look into them, they're actually another way, right? Which kind of leads us into another bit of this topic, which is how, like we already have the Draper Dragon, the Draper connection to China. Like there's some connections to China which you really wouldn't necessarily think about. You wouldn't think about offhand. Well, here's one thought right here, right? This is from Reuters as well. Hong Kong approves 4 more cryptocurrency exchanges. This is December 18th, 2024. So they're already trying to anticipate that crypto is going to be on the up and up. And again, remember, Hong Kong is going to make it so that there's no taxes on crypto. Okay, so they're putting themselves in line from that. In April, they opened Hong Kong launched Asia's first spot Bitcoin and Ether exchange traded funds. So, like, I think their cryptos, BRICS cryptos, are going to boom just as much for them as American cryptos are going to boom for us, right? Let me continue on here. Let me see. All right. Just wanted to check the comments right quick. All right. Oh, the Red Nugent, Crypto Blood in the house. What's going on, Crypto Blood? What's up, Shiny Goo? What's up, Marie Villas? What's up, Les Square? Definitely check out Crypto Blood's channel, guys, if you guys haven't already. Leo O'Connor, what's going on? Miklo, what's up? Boyd R, what's going on? The Silver Sailor Plan, what is up? Stan, what's going on? Okay. All right, so let's go. Your post there, Boyd, actually reminds me of something. This is going to be a little bit of a digression, but I saw somewhere that Biden was trying to get rid of senators investing in stocks. So to me, that almost seems like that all of that money is just going to come over to crypto. Let me see. Biden's top senators investing in stocks or front running. They can't front run the stuff that they know about stocks anymore, which is interesting that he's doing that right now. So that's going to kind of have them come over to cryptocurrency. I think for me, that's my thought. Okay, yeah, Biden says he supports a congressional stock trading ban. So all of that money, all of these guys are just going to come over to crypto. It's like, okay, all right, go ahead and do that and have them invest in cryptocurrency now. So that'll be interesting if he signs that. I think that's just more like not like they're not going to invest in crypto anyway, but it's just a little extra spice, right? It's a little added spice. But yeah. So another thing I wanted to mention, we already know Draper's connections to XLR, right? Because XLR is owned by Coinbase Ventures, and Draper owns Coinbase, right? Now, one thing that we should look at here, which is kind of interesting, right? Deutsche Bank and the Monetary Authority of Singapore are working with XLR to kind of create CBDCs there, right? So, as much as it's saying that Europe and the US are kind of trying to do this thing with tariffs with China, you got projects like this happening where Deutsche Bank is working with Singapore, because Singapore and Hong Kong, guys, if you don't know, are that like kind of like the gateways to China. Okay, all the Chinese business, all the Chinese businessmen do their work, do a lot of dealings in Singapore and Hong Kong. So I've heard it said. So it's interesting that things like this are happening kind of like underneath the covers. And I say underneath the covers because you got to be a crypto guy to kind of know about this news. This is not in like a mainstream type news, whereas the Chinese tariffs are, right? So you really have to be a crypto dude to kind of know about this stuff, right? So Singapore, Momento Blockchain, and Interop Labs have provided key technical prowess in developing a minimal viable product for the Deutsche Bank-led Project Dama 2, a multi-chain asset servicing pilot initiative as part of the bank's contribution to the Monetary Authority of Singapore's Project Guardian. Now, Project Guardian, they did this to kind of not have it be called, CBDCs, because they know through the analytics and data that we don't like the word CBDCs. And I mean, we as the people, right? So I'm going to show you another reference before they actually called it Project Guardian. So this was dated November 6, 2024. We're going to look at another reference here. From the New York Fed. Okay. What is the New York Fed doing working with Singapore, right? Why is this? Breaks down some of what we think about in the mainstream media, right? Kind of breaks it down a little bit. Now, this is before they called it Project Guardian. This is from November 10th, 2022. New York and Singapore. Federal Reserve Bank of New York, New York Innovation Center, and the Monetary Authority of Singapore today announced Project Cedar Phase 2. Okay, I guess they called it Project Cedar back then. Experiment and investigate how wholesale central bank digital currencies, wCBDCs, could improve the efficiency of cross-border wholesale payments involving multiple cryptocurrencies. So that's the thing that you can note there. I think they also talk cross-border payments here. Okay, yep. So Interop Labs leveraging its cross-chain solutions. So if you guys have done any research on XLR, you'll know it's all about interoperability. It's all about, it's built on Cosmos, so it can interoperate with a whole bunch of different chains. And if interoperability is the key, projects like XLR, projects like Chainlink, projects like Quant are definitely something people should be thinking about, right? And here it is. Interop Labs is leading developer of blockchain interoperability technology using Web3 infrastructure protocols to support scaling the next generation of what's that? They combined the word of and internet. That's what happened there. Of internet applications to billions of users. Interop Labs is the initial developer of XLR network. Learn more at Interop Labs. Okay. So yeah. This is basically focusing on kind of cross-border payment. And here they're building in the ZK sync stack, so they're trying to make it private as well, so you don't know. You have no idea what they're doing with the cross-border payments, but they're getting it done. completely and privately in a matter of seconds, right? That's interesting. So let's continue on here. To investigate how wholesale central bank digital currencies could improve the efficiency of cross-border wholesale payments involving multiple currencies. This Project Cedar Phase 2, UBIN will enhance designs for autonomous settlement of cross-border cross-currency transactions, leveraging C or wCBDCs as a cross-border as a settlement asset. Okay, and we can keep going with this. And you guys also know that SWIFT, one of the things SWIFT is about is cross-border payment, and they connect to so many different platforms, like almost any platform that you can think of, right? And let's just bring that up right quick. And we know that SWIFT can connect so many different blockchains. They don't list Stellar, but they have Stellar stablecoin, USDC, and they have Stellar as one of the coins that they can trade. So, and they have like USDC on Stellar as another coin that they can trade. So, and they only do that with the networks that they can actually trade, chains that they actually support. So even though they don't directly list it, they actually support it. So SWIFT also is all about cross-border payment, cross-chain swap, you name it, right? Of course, they have XRP here, XDC, Solana, Bitcoin, ETH, Binance, Tron, all of anything, right? So from BRICS to Stellar and G7, they cover it all. They cover it all. And one of the things, shout out to Shook Focus, one of the things he's always points out about SWIFT is they follow everybody. Any project, almost every project, they follow them. So maybe, that chain is supported on SWIFT, right? And that's, we can go into Metapath and all of this other stuff, but, here's Quant, right? So we see that SWIFT supports a lot of stuff, AVAX, everything, right? Everything. So, but let's get back here into our topic here. Where were we? So again, this kind of breaks down the mainstream media thought of it's us versus China. When you see like the New York Fed working with Singapore to do cross-border payments, it kind of breaks some of that down, right? So that's the thing there. So all in all, I think these tariffs will not impact BRICS crypto. I just really don't think that they will. I saw someone, like I said, they said that it might impact stocks. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it could be. But as far as the cryptos go, I think, the Singapore tax or the Hong Kong removing all the taxes, these guys are going to boom, just like the American cryptos are going to boom. And a lot of these cryptos that you might actually think are BRICS cryptos like SWIFT actually have headquarters in America, which is something I wanted to point out as well. Like Hong Kong Telcoin, on their website, I think, or somewhere, they list them as a Tokyo company, but they have headquarters here in Norfolk, Nebraska. So not only are they a Tokyo company, they are also an American company. And they also have, of course, headquarters in Hong Kong and Singapore. So that shows you, just like anywhere that the money is supposed to be is there, right? What does that tell you, right? So they're there in Nebraska, but they're also in Hong Kong, Singapore, and London, Canada, Los Angeles, Tokyo, Lithuania, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They're everywhere. Australia. So there's that, right? Just a little added spice to show you that Draper's everywhere. He also has this kind of startup house. Draper basically kind of creates these millionaires. He has a Draper University, but he also has like this startup house for like artists. And these artists just are there making NFTs and creating art. It's crazy. Like the amount of money this guy must have, bro, is just insane. Draper Startup House in Singapore is a digital innovation studio and a members club for startups. We partnered with Mission Plus to deliver digital solutions to startups and corporations. Okay, so he has these houses like in Singapore and like almost every major hub, right? San Mateo, again, here we go. That's where Swift is located, their headquarters, right? He has one in Singapore. He has them in Canada, Trinidad, Tobago, Chile, Estonia, Philippines, South Korea. We got that Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Uruguay, India, the Philippines, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Kazakhstan, Bangalore, India. So he has 2 in India. So craziness, along with just having the Draper University, right? So it's amazing. It's amazing how many things this guy has, and how he's just out here like kind of incubating talent, right? It's crazy. But let's get into the comments. I think I thoroughly kind of feel like or not feel. This is not a feelings conversation. I presented you guys with facts here, right? I think thoroughly factually we have a case where we can say that tariffs will not affect BRICS cryptos. But I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and we're going to go into some of the live comments here right now and see what you guys think about that, right? The lightning bolt, if you guys are familiar with certain gods and things like that, the lightning bolt is a very a very important symbol, right? A lot of these logos and things are very symbolic and mean something, right? Just like the Draper Dragon logo, how it's red and white, like a certain family, red shield, right? But I digress. What you see here, like invite only school where he invites people to come, and like these are all companies that have risen out of this, right? Shout out to G. He told us about Harmony One being from Draper University. So is the coin Quantum, and that's QTUM. It's not even on here, but that's also from Draper University. I think also Christina, I'm gonna forget her name, but she's also I think she runs Metapath. She's also Draper University, FDX or FXDX exchange. Let me not mess that up. Came from here, like it. The man's just creating millionaires and billionaires out here. I think somewhere on one of these it showed that they had like 7 or 9 unicorn companies, and those are companies that like are evaluated at $1 billion or more. This is just insane, bro. How much? Like we've gone through and connected this man to Rothschilds, DuPont family, to the Bush family, like through his grandfather and his father. Understand when we're researching cryptos and we're researching them connected to Tim Draper, we're talking about the oldest money families on our realm in our world, right? Connected to this guy, and all the different exchanges he has and the different cryptocurrencies he's connected to it would make sense that he's connected to these families because they're not ever giving up control of the funds, right? Of the currency, right? They're not giving up control of that. So, hey, if you're gonna invest in something, it makes a lot of sense for it to be connected to those type of families, right? But I digress. Let's get into the comments here. I'm here. My Swift bag is packed. New Jersey in the house. Yo, yo, yo. Shiny Goo. Hello, everyone. What's up, Weirman? Hyru, do you see SwiftCoin joining the ISO 2002 tokens before 2029? You know, it's quite possible that they have the messaging for it already. Because if you go and look here, they have so many ISO coins and networks that they support already. You know, with the XRP, the XDC, what else? I'm pretty sure you can send Cardano on here and also Algorand. So if they support those, they may also support the messaging. Not also. You want Algo. So there it is, yeah, Algorand. So I'm quite sure they probably support the messaging system because they support so many Swift or ISO coins already, right? And of course, we had already shown you on here that they had Quant on here too. So pretty interesting. So yeah, it's quite possible that they have it already, the messaging for ISO 20022. Putin said they are using crypto to circumvent tariffs. And you know that's Tether actually did a lot of stuff with Russia and China to circumvent the whole sanction stuff. So, but then again, also, you know, I know everybody's saying they're coming out the Tether and all of this. But Tether holds a whole bunch of U.S. Bonds or U.S. dollars. So I don't know if they want to come after Tether and shoot the dollar in the foot as well. So, you know, I mean, I get that they're trying to say that they're targeting Tether, and maybe for some people that means better news for stable coins like Ripple stablecoin and whatnot. But they're not going to kill Tether because they will hurt the dollar doing that. So what's up, Miklo? And then again, what is up, Red Nugent? What is up, Crypto Blood? Love Crypto Blood's channel. Definitely, guys, go check his channel out if you guys haven't already. See if I can bring it up right quick. I have to go to YouTube. I thought, yes, I watch his channel enough. I thought it would just come up. Of course, I think nobody on this channel is a stranger to Crypto Blood, but I had some new subscribers, like at least 200, which is great for my channel, right? We're still growing around here, but welcome to the new people who have been joining over the last 2 months. Over 200 new subscribers. Definitely go over and check out my guy Crypto Blood if you haven't already. It's moving quite slowly today. Okay, we'll okay, definitely go over to Crypto Blood's channel if you guys haven't already. A fellow Detroiter here. And a big friend, of course, to the Gentleman of Crypto as well. So definitely go check out his channel if you haven't already. doing some more stuff in the culture. I've yet to check out that Rob Parker interview. He's a Detroit former sportscaster. Yeah, I need to check out. Got a couple videos over there I need to check out. Let's continue, guys. Boy, our tariffs are not going to be good for the stock market. I don't doubt that. I really don't doubt that. The Silver Sailor plan plus BRICS don't care about the dollar. Plus USA doesn't offer nothing good. Tariffs will hurt we the people, just like they did in its first term. Tariffs cause Americans to pay $4 billion more per month. I'm see now your comments are making me glad that I threw in some extra stuff just about the tariffs. And I believe some company, I think it was UST, a chip company just opened a new factory in Houston. So I mean, like I said, it's actually benefiting China, the threat of them right now, because people are people are buying Chinese goods right now to kind of front run the tariffs, right? But I think TUSMC, I think they just built a factory in Houston. I'm not so sure. So they're new plants, even by these Chinese foreign makers that are coming here to America. So, and I think this is kind of like, okay, they're building one in Arizona. Okay, in Arizona they're building one, so I should know this, bro. So yep. So it is bringing some, and of course this had to be planned before the Trump presidency, right? So can we truly count this or not, right? But I think if there are tariffs, maybe we see more of this, right? I know plants have definitely been moved to Mexico. Um, So, and I know he said he planned on giving tariffs to Mexico too, but I sincerely doubt that as well. And Canada, I know he said that, but I don't know. But again, I think China has benefited from it so far because the threat of the tariffs has had people buy more, suppliers buy more goods, right? Early. Tariffs do not have the intended results. And we shall see, But I think what we've proven today is there are some constituents and buddies of his that have business dealings in China. So he's not going to completely like just big dog it. You know what I mean? He's not going to completely put the hammer down on China because it would hurt. It would hurt Elon. It will hurt Draper. It will hurt Justin Sun. And this is just to name a few, right? Who knows what Kushner has going on over there? Who knows what Trump himself has going on over there? We just showed you how the New York Fed is working with Singapore and all of this stuff. So I don't think it's just as easy or as cut and dry as we're just seeing, right? What's the alternative solution outside of China? I'm not sure what you mean there, Stan. I think we have so many Chinese goods that are coming in from China. I don't know that he can completely put the smack down on these guys. Stan, nothing. America is effed. I appreciate you using the not using the curse word. Thank you, Silver Sailor Plan Plus. The BRICS do not care about anything America says or threatens. We have to just, I think we have to see a little bit of through the lines of, like, with these billionaires, right? They kind of don't care. They're doing things on a global scale. So in actuality, right, I don't think that they want to freeze out China totally anyway, because they have business dealings there. I think that's what we have to kind of take away from this stuff, right? So they can't really freeze out China to begin with, right? Like, 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 I know what they peddle to us, right? Is BRICS versus G7. They really peddle that really hard. BRICS versus G7, BRICS versus G7. But we have a global economy. They can't. They just simply cannot F one country, because their business dealings are in everywhere. So you do not negotiate by throwing threats. That is from a position of weakness. Trump is effing on MAGA, and he tells them it's raining, and Red Nugent just filling his cup and drinking from the Kool-Aid. Well, I think we have to just look a little bit through some of this stuff, because, again, global economy, billionaires on kind of both sides of the table, and billionaires working on both sides of the table. We really have to see through some of this stuff. For instance, right? I gave you guys some shows here. If you guys go check out my videos, I'm gonna say something and I'm gonna imply it, because I don't want to kind of say it directly, right? I really don't. But I hit you guys with some shows, right, about the Rockefellers and the Drapers, right? And we'll bring that up right here really quickly. One of the things I took away and I learned from these Rockefeller and Draper shows, which I highly suggest that everyone comes and watches, right? They're live shows, and I kind of have the thumbnails a little bit different, but a little bit the same, so you guys know that it was a 3-part series. So let me go down here. So this one in particular, Swift blockchain, the Drapers and the Rockefeller, death of the petrodollar, part 3. What I learned from that situation, right? And it's brilliant thumbnail here, brilliant thumbnail. What I learned was Standard Oil, right, which was a Rockefeller company, right? We're always told that Standard Oil broke itself up into a whole bunch of different pieces, right? And that was because of the antitrust laws and all of that. And yes, Standard Oil was hurt by that. But John D. Rockefeller was not, because he still owned all of those pieces. Let that sink in a little bit. So, and we can go just a tad bit over that right now. So a lot of the oil companies, right, that we think have kind of an international ownership, right? I'm kind of walking the line here. Are really owned, or were owned, or have a lot of ownership by the Rockefeller family. So let that sink in. Let that sink in. So BP was actually initially Anglo-Persian oil company, and all these other companies that we think are separate companies were Standard Oil of California, Standard Oil of New Jersey, Standard Oil of New York. In fact, the article kind of really comes, it says it, but it kind of says it like a footnote, so you almost forget. So by the 1930s, the Seven Sisters dominated all oil production. The companies owned nearly all the rights to oil in Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the Persian Gulf. All these companies owned it. Nearly all the rights to these here. Who owned all these companies? Rockefeller. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. And we're going to go here, and it's going to basically tell you all of these. Well, they were originally Rockefeller's companies. So he owned them all. Several of which of these were the daughter corporations of John D. Rockefeller's original Standard Oil monopoly. So all of these were his. Even though they were different named, he still owned them. Okay? So just let that sink in, right? Just let that sink in. So again, we have to look a little bit past what we're presented in mainstream news. Just to put it like that. Something tells me that America's on its last leg, and the U.S. and the last and only trick that the U.S. leave is Trump, Musk, and drones to take our minds off the obvious. BTC over everything. Well, I definitely think BTC will be a world reserve currency. It's kind of written like it was written. Like that's another like kind of news fake, right? How many times did they tell us? Do you think something's changed? How many times did they tell us? Larry Fink, oh, none of our customers want crypto. Like crypto's a pet rock and all this stuff. How many times did they tell us this stuff? And now BlackRock holds more Bitcoin than anybody. How many times? Like, let's not get faked out by this news crap. Like, what did they say? Warren Buffett says like crypto's a pet rock, but yet, let's go look at XLR, right? But yet, Berkshire Hathaway, they own stock in MasterCard, Visa, and Apple. Apple is partnered with Render. Apple has the Jasmy data locker in its stuff that they're joining for Japan. And Berkshire Hathaway owns Apple stock. Berkshire Hathaway owns MasterCard stock. And coming up here, let's let this load here. Okay, I'll accept your cookies. I shouldn't, but I am. And MasterCard is owned by, Berkshire Hathaway owns MasterCard stock, yet they're partnered with XLR, right? Microsoft, they said, oh, we're not going to hold any Bitcoin on our balance sheet, yet they're working with XLR, right? JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, oh, Bitcoin's somebody said about Bitcoin, yet they're working with XLR. Let's look a little bit past the news, right? Let's look a little past the news. Visa, they own Berkshire Hathaway owns Visa stock. We know Visa is working with Block V, right? For cryptocurrency. So let's look a little past it, right? Let's look a little past it. Visa chose Block V for their Web3 loyalty program. Block V up 491% following Visa announcement. Shout out to the patrons. We told you guys about this back then, right? Still a good buy now, right? Still a good buy now. But at that time it went up 400%, right? So you got to follow what these guys do and not what they say, right? So let's try to look a little bit past it, just a little bit past it. All I ask from Trump is to take the SEC boot off crypto, and that's what he's doing, right? This is so crypto friendly. This regime. He chose David Sachs. He chose the guy from Securitize, John Atkins or something like that, who's going to replace Gensler. Like, all the Congress is crypto friendly. In fact, Michael Saylor just came out with something talking about how he thinks that the boot is coming off of cryptocurrency. Let's take a listen to it. Actually, fair use, by the way, all of that jazz. I'm hoping I click the button. I do every time, I think, but we'll look at it. Fair use here. Which one are we going to use? This one.
It's very good for the crypto industry. We're going to see a lot more pro-Bitcoin policies. We're going to see a digital assets framework. We're going to see an end to the war on crypto. We're going to see a lot of pro-Bitcoin, pro-business policies. And I think that clearly the SEC will be a big part of it. So it's above my pay grade to have an opinion on who it's going to be. But I think it's pretty clear the House, the Senate, the White House, they're all very pro-crypto. So I expect that we'll have a very supportive head of the SEC. I think this is incredibly bold.
I mean, don't take it from Black Rule. Take it from Michael Saylor over there. Why not? Why not? Right? Don't take it from me. Listen to that guy. Okay. So I really do think with Trump, and I've told you guys about this, the whole if you look at the video, the switch is flipped, right? That's why I'm telling people, nice segue. We have 1 day left. 1 day left, because then we hit January. I've already detailed to you guys that central banks can actually buy cryptocurrency come January 1st. Regardless of what Powell said, he didn't lie in that point in time. They couldn't purchase crypto at that point, but there was already a law in it that was written that said that they can purchase crypto on the 1st. So he didn't lie in anything he said at the time, but it was very crafty the way he mentioned it, which is why you guys should definitely check out this video as well. Fed can't hold Bitcoin debunked. Okay, definitely check that out, because dude, none of what he said was it's almost like how they say like Satan or the devil, like Satan will tempt you, but none of what he says will be a lie. You'll just it sound. I'm not calling the man Satan, but I'm just saying that's kind of how tricky it was, right? Because he said, okay, we can't hold Bitcoin and we're not looking to change the laws. But what he didn't say was, okay, the law will be changed come January 1st, 2024. And then, us not holding Bitcoin has nothing to do with what the U.S. Treasury holds. He didn't say that. So dude did not lie, but he did lie by omission, right? Okay, so he omitted the most important information, which is come January 1st, which is less than 3 days away, 4 days away. The Fed and all central banks can buy cryptocurrency, which we covered that multiple shows, right? I'm not going to go back over it today, but I do go over it in this video. So check out this video if you want to know what I'm talking about there. And why what Michael Saylor just said is why I said the switch is flipped, bro. I'm so excited I can't even talk straight. The switch is flipped. It's flipped, bro. So just reminding me of the 1 day left and how the switch is flipped. Man, this is just what Michael Saylor said. Makes me think people are vastly underestimating the institutional money that will come into crypto based on Trump eventually signing a law that says American cryptocurrencies will have zero taxes on them. Hong Kong already signing a law that says taxes on all cryptos are done there in Hong Kong. Like, I think we have no idea how much institutional money is going to come into cryptocurrency because the applications for this is so huge as far as clearing money instantly. Like you must be on a new system to be able to compete in business, or you're not going to survive. So when you think about coins like XRP, Quant, things like that, oh my God, the amount of money that's going to come into them. And derivatives markets, just clearing banks for like clearing things for like a house sale or a business transaction. And we already know that derivatives markets are huge, futures and all this different stuff. Like there's so many applications. Like and imagine like we did a show, where was it? If crypto clarity comes, then maybe all the gaming companies come into cryptocurrency, into blockchain, and now something that was innocuous, like a loyalty reward, right? Something that just didn't even matter before, it now all of a sudden matters. A loyalty reward from your favorite game, right? Maybe that's actually worth something. It's crazy. It's crazy, the applications. That's why I think so much money is going to come into crypto, like so much institutional money. And what pushed Bitcoin past $100,000? Institutional money, BlackRock money, ARK Invest money, VanEck money, institutional money pushed Bitcoin to that, and it's going to push it even further, right? Because we're going to have the Bitcoin strategic reserve. We're going to have states putting their money into cryptocurrency, into Bitcoin specifically, trying to get a jump on the strategic reserve. Man, like people are not ready, bro. They're just not ready. We are, but they're not ready. You know what? I was talking to someone today. Like, I don't even know if I want to say that. I don't even know how to say that, bro. Let's keep going here. I'm gonna see what's going on. Maybe what I say is it was interesting. Very interesting that he's doing it now. Doing what now? So what plays will they be doing in crypto? As far as BRICS, oh, okay, gotcha. What plays will Hong Kong be doing in crypto? Well, one would have to look at Tron, right? And how Tron has everything set up for the digital yuan. How Tron's also limited access here in America. Like it's very hard for us to trade Tron here. You have to figure out something to like. I think Tron's only listed on Kraken or something like that. So Tron would probably be the first place I would start if I'm talking about BRICS cryptos. Of course, you could say SWIFT as well, right? But SWIFT has that American designation. I think they also have offices in Singapore. So I think they would probably be one of the ones that would fit for both, just like Telcoin, right? Because they have offices in Hong Kong as well. So maybe it might be one of the ones that kind of fit for both. But yeah. That's a trap, walking right into a CBDC. If they get rid of physical, if they get rid a physical means of exchange, the world is effed. The ultimate slave system. Well, if you think about it kind of right now, we don't, at least in America, we don't use cash. We don't use cash at all. Like some places actually don't even accept cash anymore. Like I don't think we would be a slave system if this happens, to be honest with you. Because there will be like local communities, like there will be communities that form that say, okay, well, we're gonna barter, we're gonna trade. Like you paint my house and I'll watch your kids, or you set up a computer system for me and I'll show you, I'll do your pool or something like that. There'll probably be still communities that operate with skilled trades. This is the way the world is working. Think about it. Most of the world is unbanked, largely. You know, I go over to like places in Germany for my job, and they only will take cash. They will only take the euro or whatever. They do not use cards almost at like, I had to find a place that will use a card, and this is a very developed place that I go to over there in Germany. So you know, a lot of places don't like. Only America, I think, is card heavy where we use cards like that. Well, I think China might be that way too with the WeChat system, but you know, we are already slaves to the system, especially with well, we're already kind of slave to the system. You know, we just are. It's sad, but sorry about that. Little Most Def, little Yasin Bey there with the ringtone. Um, it is the U.S. best interest to work things out with China. China is already forming business relationships with other countries to reduce the negative effects of decoupling from the U.S. Well, again, I think we gotta look a little bit beyond this stuff, right? I think on its surface, again, on its surface, it seems like China is decoupling from the US. But then when I show things like this, right? The New York Fed and the Monetary Authority of Singapore collaborate to explore potential enhancements on cross-border payments and wholesale CBDCs. This is the New York Fed and the Monetary Authority of Singapore, which we know Singapore and Hong Kong are the gateway to China. So let's get a little bit out of the news. What the news is showing, and like let's use a little discernment. I understand that that's what they're saying, and I get it, but I think behind the covers are it's just not like we're not going to hurt China as much as we think that we are, right? Because again, I think underneath the covers, the big billionaires, the Drapers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, they own everything to begin with, right? And so I just don't think it's going to be as negative as we think, right? And if they choose to get rid of a currency, they're going to choose to get rid of it. Venezuelan dollars, Venezuela lost all their currency. Russian rubles or rupees. I might be saying it wrong. Well, the Russian currency, they're supposedly having troubles right now, supposedly. But yet, of course, BRICS was also supposed to be building their own blockchain, right? So we shall see, right? We shall see. But again, we got kids over there making Yeezys and all types of stuff. All of our little commerce and stuff comes from China. That's just not going to stop. It's not. And paying Chinese workers like cents on the dollar, it's not going to stop. That you can't stop that. It's just not going to stop, bro. It's not. That's just my view on it. That's my opinion. What's yours? I love to hear it in the comments. And we're past an hour here, and that's okay. That's okay. We'll put out a short for you guys. So, you know, you guys who want to see it a little bit quicker content, you can. What's good, Draco Lowens? What's good, Ruel and the chat? 2025 is our year. 100%, dog. 100%. Here for the best research. Appreciate you, Papa Kev. The amount of money and infrastructure development needed to bring back business home is huge. Also, manufacture of our own products will be very expensive as possible. And see, that's another thing. E. Like I agree with you there too, or as well. In this one, I'm more of agreement than this one here. I think this one here we have to kind of look at more what they're doing than what is said. Here, bringing stuff back to the US is going to be kind of hard, right? But again, we just showed you where a Taiwanese company is doing chips, will be making chips in America, in Arizona in 2025. Like, how could they have known? Like, did they know something? Was like the writing on the wall? Who knows, right? Who knows? But it's kind of crazy that they would build a plant in Arizona when they could have built a plant in Taiwan, right? Why would they choose to build it in a place that they would have to pay workers more unless they knew something was happening? I can't say, right? I cannot say. But apparently they chose to build the plant in Arizona instead of building it in Mexico or in Taiwan. So did they know something or not? I can't say. But I do find that strange and weird that they would build a plant where they know it would cost them more for workers. So who knows, right? Who knows what happens there? But yeah, like you said there, I think it's a little easier to said than done to bring all manufacturing back to America, and it would be very expensive not only just to do it, to bring it back, to pay the workers, to give them union wages and all of this. How does that happen in just 4 years? I don't know. But again, like I said, did that Taiwanese company know something? Who knows? Also, other third world companies want to follow China's business model and become global producers. It's become expensive to manufacture in China. Um, Again, kind of looking at this like beyond the news story for me, um, the billionaire, like trillionaire, old school families that control stuff, they can put business wherever they want it. And probably if you're going to put business somewhere, you're probably going to have to talk to them anyway. Right. So I look less at like, oh, China or this one or Russia or US or England or US, right? Because a lot of these guys are kind of interrelated, interconnected. Um, it's less China and Russia versus the US and Canada than it is um, regular old people to like really, really, really big billionaires, right? I think it's more of a class war than it is a like country or cultural war. And I think the more people understand that, the more power we as a class of people will have. Yeah, that's just how I feel about that. Swift gang, gang, gang. What's up, Sharmar Mizzle, Sharmar Rizzle, 21. Hopefully, Trump does the tax-free crypto thing next year so I can enjoy my Swift profits 100%. And if anything, like since Hong Kong did it, and we see all of these price increases from American cryptos since we saw it, like since November, since he got elected, all signs point to him doing it. So, I really think we see that. Hit her all day, Quant, XCN, Onyx, Swift C, XLR, and TX are all bangers. Oh yeah, what up, though? And are the Lions going to the Super Bowl? Man, it really looks like the Lions are going to the Super Bowl. I'm so hyped for Lions. Like everybody keeps getting injured, and those boys keep going. Like this is my first time as a many-year Lions fan to see that, bro. Like I'm so pumped up about that. Oh, hit her all day, bro. We might have to ban you for that, bro. We might. You have to. No, I'm not gonna ban you for anything like that, bro. But I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, don't even come in here with Lions hate, bro. We can't have that. We can't have that. But here all day. What fan are you? What team are you a fan of? I would love to hear. HTTC. Good evening. What's up, McCorner? 21. Good evening, and shout out Draco Owens, James. I'm gonna try. Kwiatkowski. What do you think as a conservative price prediction for Swift? Again, not financial advice. My conservative price prediction is 33 cents. Bitcoin is a global elite coin now. What is up, Hex? What? The game has changed 100%. Quant over BTC for me. Hitter all day. That's a ballsy comment right there. That's a hot take right there, boy. Jerome Powell is the devil from Renee. What's up, Renee? What's up, Underdog Research Channel? Salute. Let's Square. Rue, what would be your top 3 coins that you'd be focusing on? Well, of course, Swift for sure. XRP. I think like there's a lot of reason to think that XRP, with again the whole Rothschild connection there, and they never directly connect Draper to XRP, but I've shown you guys a couple different thoughts where we could connect Draper to XRP. So XRP, Swift, and then if I had to have another one, ooh, there's just so many coins, bro. I could say Quant too, but definitely H bar. So I guess you got 4. H bar, like everybody's like they never really mentioned H bar, and they got way too big of like known leadership, if we will, right? So I guess those are my top 3. Okay, I'll give you a top 5 because we just said Quant. LCX as well too. LCX, and none of these are a secret. Like those are probably my last couple videos have been on those coins, right? So I'm not saying anything the patrons don't already know. Shout out to the Patreon guys. Salute to the Crypto Root Podcast. What's going on, bro? What is up, Underdog Research Channel? We aren't going to hurt China at all, as you said, 100%, Rue. So yeah, I really don't think we are. Like these guys have too many business interests in China. Even if there is some type of tariff, I don't think it affects our cryptos. Now, like someone said earlier, I think it was Boyd R. If it affects stocks, maybe it affects stocks, right? Maybe the perception is that it affects some type of business, right? But maybe that perception could hurt cryptos, but I doubt it because again, the whole Hong Kong and zero taxes on cryptos. That like don't sleep on this. So if you're fading BRICS cryptos because of Trump tariffs, I think you're really going to be missing out. So please don't fade them. Definitely don't fade the American ones, right? We've shown that, we beat that into the ground here as far as what central banks are going to do and all of that, right? So you don't tell me that central banks are going to come in here and swoop up these BRICS cryptos with zero taxes on them. I'm sure central banks will buy these, right? Because when we think central banks, we kind of really just think in terms of our place, right? America. But central banks are all everywhere. Russia, China, England, all, So let's not sleep on them, right? These enemies of the state accounts are definitely propaganda plays to play U.S. Trump sending Rona masks to Putin. It's all a game. Yeah, 100%. We got to kind of look through it, right? China versus US is a fake narrative that is being pushed currently. They are our biggest trade partner. See, this is what I'm saying. Thank you, Underdog Research Channel. They are our biggest trade partner, guys. Like, bro, like the Yeezys, all of that. How can we look at this and see that all of our stuff is made in China and really be scared like this, bro? I don't understand. But thank you, Underdog Research Channel. That's exactly the stuff that I'm talking about. We have to look beyond these news headlines, guys. We just have to, right? Case in point, right? I keep telling you guys about the whole meme coin thing and how I told you guys about that because I did October 30th, like before the utility coins popped off. I told you utility coin super cycle, and before that, I was like meme coin super cycle and my opinion on it. I gave it right. Same thing kind of applies here. Same thing applies here, man. And think about it. We're in cryptocurrency. What did they tell us about crypto? What did they tell us about crypto, right? They told us that no one's interested in crypto. No one from an institutional perspective is interested in crypto. We don't like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a pet rock. Now it was over 100K, right? How many times are we going to get fooled by the news cycle? How many times? We especially in crypto know. Especially know. Do we just think that their opinion changed? Do we not realize, right? The Draper's been invested in cryptocurrency since 2017. But of course, someone could say, well, he's, he just he saw the silver lining or what? Like, come on, guys. Do we not know? Come on, guys. Like we got to see through this stuff, right? We have to see through this stuff, right? It's like dude was invested in Tesla, and Tesla was supposedly so many times people were calling Tesla a scam, right? For years they were calling Tesla a scam. Electric car will never make it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. like let's watch what they do, not they say, right? Let's watch what they do. From the beginning, they were invested in Coinbase, right? Like, let's go back to that. The New York Stock Exchange. Where did they get their initial capital from? Coinbase? The New York Stock Exchange. And several banks, and the USSA, the United States Automobile Association, because automobiles have been in the know since Ford and Rockefeller decided to make them oil powered. So, and that's another rabbit hole we could get into. But come on, guys. Come on. Like, what's up, C. Allen? What's up, Anthony Hall? What does SWFT unlock schedule look like? That's a good question. I haven't looked into their unlock schedule. That's something we should probably take a look at, though. But even still, their max amount of tokens is 10 billion. That's way less than a lot of things. Also, the narrative of paying China pennies on the dollar is debunked now. China isn't cheaper. They are larger. It's no longer cheaper to have things made in China. This is the conversation. Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting because I was still under the impression that it's pennies on the dollar. Maybe it's not anymore, bro. That's something interesting to think about, bro. It's really interesting to think about. So maybe too, that's why they're bringing the manufacturing back over here. If it's no longer pennies on the dollar anymore, and maybe that's because I know a lot of manufacturing is moving to Mexico. Maybe that's why it's moving to Mexico and back to the U.S. because it isn't pennies on the dollar anymore. That's something interesting to think about, guys. Musk doing the bank. Musk doing the bank head bounce and Tiananmen Square. It's all BS. That's hilarious, Stan. That's a hilarious comment right there. Commanders hit us all day. I'm glad you I'd never ban you, bro. Commanders, they're doing real good with Jaden Daniels, bro. He couldn't do anything for Arizona State football, but he's doing something for the Commanders out there. I hope he doesn't get misused the way RG3 did. I really hope so. No effects, Peyton. Like I swear to God, I should do like a sports channel, bro. I love sports, guys. I love sports. Get them all. Be a DJ. Miklo, Vikings for me. Oh yeah, Lions have had some battles with the Vikings. And who would have thought Sam Darnold, bro, of all people, Sam Darnold, been on like 4 different teams, and dude's just on fire this year. So y'all can see I keep up with my sports, bro. Royal Pounds, what's up, Royal Pounds? Appreciate you coming through, bro. LCX Swift gang. Let's go. Nerd Up Inc. Marv, what's going on? The trick is getting into a crypto listed both on U.S. and China exchanges. Follow the money. Ooh, some great knowledge from Underdog Research Channel. And be sure to go over to Underdog Research Channel's channel. And I know Underdog Research Channel is moving a lot of his content to a custom channel. I believe the links should be available on his channel here. Definitely come over and check it out. Wait, okay, not UN, y'all. Even though we told y'all about the UN on this channel too, and as far as the UN logo goes and stuff like that, but I digress. Definitely come check bro out. Underdog Research Channel. Let's go. Turbo music video. Cyberpaw podcast. Let's go. Love that name. Cyberpaw podcast. I love that name. Fear, risk, and reward. Come check it out, guys. Come check it out. It has the little numbers on it. Outlier, outperforming the channel's average. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Come check this out. Our guy Indigo Saint. He does our theme music. Check out his channel too. At the Third Eye. I know last time I tried to pull this up, it gave me problems. I hope it doesn't this time. So I know it's hard. Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing it. There we go. The Third Eye. So definitely go check out my guy Indigo Saints channel as well. Give him a sub, like and sub. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, where were we here? Back. Did anyone see Rob Snyder's roast of the Democratic Party? It was hilarious. Actually, I heard some people talk about that. I need to see it for sure. They've been lying Toxic. Nobody likes crypto while the rich bought crypto. 100%, bro. 100%. What's up, Jay? Share 2.0. What up, though? What's going on, Ruel? Stay safe out there. 100%. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. But yeah, I need to check that roast out because I heard it was funny. So if you guys are on BlackRoot X, please consider subscribing over there, and please come to the YouTube channel because we are monetized on YouTube. Please like and subscribe on both places, please. Yeah, so please come on over, guys. We'll really appreciate that. Let's take a listen. This last comment. I took your advice, man, with Tailcoin and Dragon Chain, man. You started doing a lot of my own research, learning a lot. That's cool, brother. And see, this is what we try to do with the channel, guys. We try to make it very easy and set and really nice so people can start their own research. We give you guys like the basics, and we try not to make it complicated. And I love it. I love it. I love it when I hear stuff like this, guys. Shout out to the International Passport. I've been on his channel before, and like it's a quote unquote like passport bro channel. I know there's a lot of loaded stuff with that word, passport bro, but really it's just people that want to go make better use of their American dollar. There are some people that are trying to do other things, but really it's just people trying to make the real passport bros are just trying to make a better use of their American dollar. And if a woman with traditional values happens to, that's icing on the cake. But the reason I mentioned this brother is like he was like, and he happens to be live. Check him out after this, of course. He live on his show. He thanked me and he said, before you introduced me to crypto, it was something that made me scared and afraid, and I looked into it. And and now he actually does like full-blown crypto videos sometimes. I'm really proud and happy to say that this channel has done that for people, and I hope to do that for more people in the future, guys. So share the channel around. That's the goal here. We hope to give you guys research and not like steer you wrong or pump and dump you. That's not what we're doing over here. We're trying to open it up for people, make crypto research easy, and make it so that you feel like to do your own research in the future. And I'm not telling you to buy what I buy, but I'm hoping to spark the interest for you guys to go do the research yourself. And hey, maybe even come join the Telegram and be like, hey, I was looking into this. Maybe you should go look at that. Maybe you share, right? Of course, but yeah, we have also the Telegram where it's free for now, and guys get together, share stuff, share what they're looking at, saying, this might be a good buy, that might be a good buy. It's just a place where we could tackle this crypto journey together, as well as talk about real life stuff like modern dating, health and wellness, all different types of stuff. Come join the community. We'd love to have you if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much, guys, and really appreciate you guys. Underdog Research Channel always coming through with super chats. So thank you so much, brother. Anthony Hall, thank you. Showing respect to the time you give to edutainment. Somebody matched my super chat. Thank you, Rue. IDCA to Swift every time you do a video. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for the spotlight, and shout out my friend staying rocking with the dark horse investor, BlackRoot investing. Appreciate it. What's up, Underdog Research Channel, heavy hitters in the channel. But yeah, man, this is I really love to hear this, and thank you for sharing that, brother. I really appreciate that. I'm so happy. So I can't even say it enough. I'm so happy that I inspired or was a part of that. for you, bro. I'm really, really happy about that. Anthony Hall, thanks, Rue. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate every one of you guys. Hope I've earned a like and subscribe for you guys who are newly coming through. Definitely go over to the X and subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely, if you're on the X, come over to the YouTube and subscribe if you haven't already. Happy New Year, guys. This January, I'm telling you guys, it is going to pop off. This is pretty much the last day you have. I'm readjusting. I'm not telling you guys what to do because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm readjusting my portfolio, getting into things that I'm very confident in. We have the Patreon for you guys, less than a cup of coffee for a weekly watch list where you guys can get ideas on what you want to invest in. I'm rolling my portfolio to the things I'm most confident in. Maybe you guys might want to do the same. Not a suggestion, but just what I'm doing with my portfolio. So thank you guys so much for the super chats. Thank you guys, Papa Kev with the $9.99 super chat, Anthony Hall with the $5 one, $100 research channel with the $20 one. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. I'm out, guys. Peace.